people of Ghana, it's your Nigerian girl pleasure bringing you political news in our channel Akomati. A presenter angrily shares his experience about the approach on Galamsey fight. Please watch.
At the end of the day, whatever anybody in Accra will decide to do, if we don't get the mining communities to own this fight, we should forget it. At least from what I have seen, living and working in the Western region for almost 10 years, from what I've seen, working with ECG as head of public relations Western region, I visited almost every major community in the Western region. Me call every mining town in the Western region. From what I've seen, so communities nankasa only fight no. Ja, forget it, because so what you cry now kasa, and we know we were there. We did a whole national dialogue in Wasekrop.
Give me any example.
Udu Wasekrop masa. Omo who ne cross a problem say they want to kasa no.
I want to talk for some fun.
Because Udu the only way out, and I make kasa, we've had two approaches as far as the fight against illegal mining is concerned. The first approach, and it's from the top. Then the president as commander-in-chief of the armed forces, yentu police fungum, yentu soldier fungum. That has been the approach from Inusa Fuseini, Mahama Yarega, Eba, the first lands minister under Nanado. I remember your friend is saying Jean-Pierre Ameu, Ofi Okromni, Ebai, Ameyao Ebai, Abujinapo Abba. The approach has been Operation Way. Absolutely. Operation Way, yes, season.
That cannot be the solution.
Yeah. But that's Ghana for you. Ain't all of those approaches now, Oman, I've said this somewhere, say, the only approach are some semblance of results. Where traditional leaders, like I say, Mikromo had there. And we've seen that example in Asante Mampong, where the Omanhene has said, say, Asante Mampong dear, Ubwa, ne manfo nyina etanechi. And yes, Asante Mampong gold, no gold taho.
According to him, he said he has actually lived in the Western region for more than 10 years because he actually works there. He has been to all the Galamsey sites in Western region and has realized that the people in those communities are not responsible for the problems. Rather, they are just the bigger political forces which are behind them.
But see, Asante Mampong there, that has been the only working solution as far as this fight is concerned. I'm saying, say, there were two models. If one model are Juma, let's replicate that model across the country. Fortunately for you, Nanoman, land ownership in Ghana is clear. It's either a state land, family land, or stool land. It is a situation where a stool, the owner of stool lands, like I said, Mimi Krom had the Dabi, Ama Aye Juma. Why are we not putting pressure on the other family heads and chiefs, paramount chiefs, to also do so?
The unfortunate thing that we are all doing,
a buying intervention has not worked. It will not work.
The only unfortunate thing that Omanhene because we are suffer is how politics could be any prepared to serve this country. As it happens, now interest levels attract. We are not principled. We are not honest people. So we will not get honest solutions to the challenge that we face today. We can get it tomorrow.
ASEMPA FM.
We are not principled. If you are not principled, if you are not honest, if you change your song per where you stand, you think you get solutions to some of these national crises. It can't be happening. It's even your hobby. Monsieur Monko,
yeah, because
I was a cropon. I saw your phone credit a ration. Illegal mining. Police for our uniforms are Omodia Tre since I was a cropon. Yakoya Equesa, Kokofu was there. Now, maybe MC Crown will be a Nakudru as I buy more because it's 30,000 Ghana city.
Now, we
did dinner. Maybe what they will quite here. In so more you maybe a Diego.
Problem, no. I mean, what they were. They don't own the fight, and that's the biggest challenge. They don't own the fight. They don't own the fight, and as at least most of them don't own the fight, and you need them to take ownership. Someone taking ownership at the top-down approach no will fail. It should be a bottom-up approach. And the bottom-up no will start from one. Tasking all MMDC say, yema a period of 6 months. Why you behu illegal mining in your mining district, your MC, you are gone.
That's it.
The traditional leaders are in Sasene Modia, stool land Modia. Why you behu illegal mining with stool land no to be a or hini yanu will become. Yaba family heads. Family lands have been illegal mining was to be a abusia penny. You will become if you don't use that bottom up approach. Not there be a pressure never call the political elite. Almost there.
Now one can say even the labor front. Time check machine credible board doors and look at class. They should report at 8:30. Almost saying ibinomo. I'm going to do 10, 11, 12. As I go back to school and go to the house or travel without any permission. You are calling for equity. You are calling for equity. I will support the front when it's about so many things, but the approach this time is not a solution to what we all want to fight. Why? I want to do too much. A labor force. It's too much. Sometimes I did better say they won't come around.
He has actually come out to say that the approach we are using is very, very wrong. Therefore, the main problem is our political and traditional leaders. The traditional leaders should get involved. Everyone should, even the family heads, should all get involved so that we will stop this galamsey. Please watch again.
If we don't get the mining communities to own this fight, we should forget it. At least from what I have seen, living and working in the Western region for almost 10 years, from what I've seen, working with ECG as head of public relations Western region, I visited almost every major community in the Western region. Me call every mining town in the Western region. From what I've seen, so communities nankasa only fight no. Ja, forget it, because so what you cry now kasa and we know we were there, we did a whole national dialogue in Wase Crop.
Give me the example.
Udu Wase Crop masa omo who ne cry say a problem say they want to kasa no.
Omo person musi anokwa. I want to talk for some fanko.
Because Udu ha the only way out, and na me kasa we've had two approaches as far as the fight against illegal mining is concerned. Man, the first approach and it's from the top. Then the president as commander-in-chief of the armed forces, yentu police fungum, yentu soldier fungum. That has been the approach from Inusa Fuseini, Mahama Yarega, Eba, the first lands minister under Nanado. I remember your friend is saying Jean-Pierre Ameu, Ofi Okromni, Eba. Amiyaw Ebai, Abujinapo Abba.
Please do well to like, comment, follow. Put on notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.